Say something, Kuto. Why? I'm obviously shocked that my girlfriend betrayed me. But more than that, I wanted to ask my brother.
Want to come over to my place?
Huh? She finally invited me to her house. How did it come to this? I've had an older brother since the day I was born. That was completely normal in my world. I couldn't even imagine a world without him. Wait up, Kuto. I was always chasing after him. As long as I did that, everything worked out somehow. He'd laugh and say, "You'll trip if you rush like that." It made me so happy when he'd stop and look back at me.
Proposing, huh? You've finally grown up to do something like that.
Don't tease me, Kuto.
Haha, if you get embarrassed over that, how are you ever gonna propose?
Frowning in embarrassment as my brother teases me. I'm Ryoma Takase. I have a girlfriend I'm planning to marry, and I'm currently asking my brother for advice on how to propose.
It'll be fine, Ryoma. Being able to put your feelings straight into words is what makes you you, right? I'm sure she fell in love with your straightforwardness. You don't need any cheap tricks, do you?
Right. Yeah, I don't need to try and act cool. I'll just be myself.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go perfectly. Good luck.
Thanks, Kuto. Whenever something happens, the first person I go to for advice is my brother. That hasn't changed even now that we're adults.
I see, proposing, huh? Little Roma is all grown up. I'm turning 30 this year, so that makes you 26? I'm surprised you're getting married earlier than I expected.
My older brother, Kuto Takase, is the eldest son of this family. He's the one who chose to live here in her childhood home with her parents as the heir to the family. And as the second son, I graduated from my university in Tokyo and got a job right there in the city. Right now, I'm visiting my childhood home in the countryside. I'm really glad we can still be so close even as adults. The number of times I've felt grateful to have him as a brother has only increased since I became an adult. My brother, who gently advises me at every turning point in my life, is like a lifelong partner running alongside me. I thought it would always be this way in the future too, but it seems I was the only one who thought so. What? Huh? What are you... 2 weeks after returning from my hometown, when I came back from home, I found my brother and my girlfriend cuddling in my apartment. The bouquet I had carefully carried all the way here. The wrapping paper made an awful sound as I gripped it tight.
Oh, Roma, welcome back.
No, don't just say welcome back. What are you doing, Kuto? I had planned to propose to my live-in girlfriend when I got home from work today. The only person who knew about this was my brother, who I asked for advice. Is that exactly why he was here?
Oh, wait, Ryoma, this isn't what it looks like.
This is Yuka Kishida. She's my girlfriend from college, and she supported me devotedly when I was struggling as a new graduate. I couldn't imagine marrying anyone else. That's how much I loved her. And she too, seeing the picture-perfect bouquet of roses, is darting her eyes around in panic, but... Say something, Kuto. Why? I'm obviously shocked that my girlfriend betrayed me. But more than that, I wanted to ask my brother. Why did he do this? Why isn't he trying to explain anything? I have so many questions that I can't even organize my thoughts.
Haha, why, you ask? Well, because I hate you.
Huh?
I've always despised you, so I did the thing that would hurt you the most. I've been waiting for the perfect moment. I've been thinking about what to do to you for a long time.
Unable to process the reality in front of me, my brain completely froze for a few seconds, as if trying to abandon all thought.
Well, wait a minute, what? For a reason like that? You've got to be kidding me.
What? You were totally in it too, and now you're trying to pin all the blame on me? Isn't that a little too convenient?
That's...
Honestly, I have zero interest in you. I got to see Ryoma's hurt face, so this is the end for you and me.
That's enough. Don't say another word. Both of you, get out. Yuka clung to me in tears. She said she had a moment of weakness, that she absolutely didn't want to leave. So, leaving behind nothing but the bouquet of roses dropped on the floor, I silently walked out of the house. What the hell is this? Why am I walking alone under the freezing sky right now? Even if I try to think about it, my mind rejects the thought. The girlfriend I even considered marrying cheated on me, even if it was just a fling. I've lost the will to even think about marriage to a terrifying degree. And the reality that I was betrayed by the brother I blindly believed I was close to, the person I trusted more than anyone else. Does this mean he used his paid leave and came all the way from her hometown just to hurt me? That fact alone communicates how serious and obsessed he was. Damn it, since when, Kuto? Since when exactly have I been hated? Could it be ever since I was born? Just imagining it brings on a suffocating wave of pain. I instantly reach my breaking point. To lose my girlfriend and my brother, both at the same time. Even if I look up to stop my tears from falling, I can't stop the broken dam from overflowing. On this day, for the first time in my life, I came to know a world without a brother. Well, 2 weeks have passed since that hellish day. I haven't been back to the house since then. I'm dealing with unfamiliar hotel life and a gaping hole in my heart. That's no excuse for the frequent mistakes I've been making at work over the past few days, but it's undoubtedly the reason.
Takase?
I am very sorry.
I'm tired of hearing your apologies. Even an elementary schooler can apologize, you know.
The woman mercilessly scolding me is Mio Washimiya. She's the manager and my boss is an associate here. She's so strict about work that everyone unanimously calls her our beautiful demon boss. Yes, I'll submit a plan to prevent this from happening again by the end of today. I forgot to mention, the company I work for is Aurelia Strategy Partners, also known as ASP. It's a foreign consulting firm with branches all over the world, and it has an extremely results-oriented environment.
Everyone knows that. And they also know that you'd submit it properly even if you weren't told to.
Huh?
The reason I called you in today is because I wanted to talk. Why have you been acting so strange lately?
I found out that a senior consultant of mine had actually reached out to the manager with some concerns. But apparently, Mio had already been worried about me even before that, and that's why she set up this meeting today. You were worried about me, Mio?
Yes, I was. Is there something strange about that?
My position as an associate is the core of analysis, document creation, and research. We analyze market sizes, do competitor research, read financial data, industry reports, and statistical materials. Based on that, I create materials and support the consultant's work. It's a position where I don't interact with her, a manager, very often in my day-to-day duties. I should probably explain the situation honestly. Thinking that, I confessed everything to her. Mio, who usually looks straight ahead with a dignified expression, widened her eyes in shock.
You were betrayed by the girlfriend you plan to marry, and your own brother?
Yes, I'm so sorry to let such a personal issue affect my work. I have no excuses. I'll change my mindset right now and strive to make no more mistakes going forward. Before I could make Mio, who seemed unusually lost for words, worry anymore, I bowed my head and returned to my work. When I returned to the office, I immediately apologized again to the senior consultant who I had caused trouble for with my mistakes.
No way! I was just worried about you, Takase. I felt like it wasn't right for you to be blindly scolded for these mistakes, so I told upper management that you've been acting strangely lately. In fact, I should have been the one to listen to you properly. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Thank you for always looking out for me. I'm sorry for causing you trouble. He really had checked up on me so many times, but I was the one who couldn't bring myself to tell him the reason. The next day, I felt surprisingly refreshed, to the point where I could think about things calmly. I can't go on like this. If I keep dragging this out, I'll end up causing trouble for so many people. When I confided in Mio, she didn't say anything in particular, but surprisingly, my heart felt so much lighter. Putting it into words cleared up my messy head and gave me room to think. Usually, whenever something happened, I talked to my brother. But if I drop my guard, my mind feels like it's going to be dragged back to the past again, just as I clenched my fists tightly and held on.
Takase?
Whoa, you startled me. Good work, Mio. While I was drinking canned coffee on my break, Mio suddenly appeared right next to me. What surprised me the most was how close she was.
Good work. Do you mind if I take a break next to you?
Of course. Thank you for yesterday.
It's fine. Takase, I've heard a lot of good things about you from the consultants, too.
Huh?
First of all, your ability for logical thinking. This is more important for an associate than academic background. Your mental resilience to withstand the hell of constant revisions, and the fact that you can enjoy situations where there is no right answer are also huge strengths. They also say it's a huge help that you're not allergic to numbers and have a great personality. You have a really good reputation among the consultants.
What suddenly started felt like my own personal feedback interview. But what was terrifying was that Mio, the famous beautiful demon boss, was showering me with praise. Mio?
What I mean is, let's go out drinking today. Just the two of us, of course.
Wait, did Mio's logic just completely fall apart?
Well, that's that. I'll be going back now.
Hey, Takase, did I perhaps just do something terrible?
The senior consultant who was coincidentally overheard was trembling, as you can see. He seems to feel responsible for bringing this up to Mio in the first place. Despite his worries, drinking one-on-one with Mio was surprisingly peaceful. But since then, she started inviting me out not just for drinks, but also for lunch, causing quite an uproar in the office. Every time I pass by a coworker I know, they ask if I'm okay. I guess it's natural when they see Mio acting like this. It might be presumptuous of me to say since I was the one acting weird a while ago, but lately, Mio has been acting strange. It was a sense of wrongness that any employee aware of her beautiful demon boss reputation would feel. Then, about a month after I had confided in Mio.
Want to come over to my place?
Huh? She finally invited me to her house. How did it come to this?
It's fine. We won't be alone.
In that case, sure. And so, I ended up visiting Mio's apartment, but... Welcome. Are you Takase? We finally got to meet. He's ridiculously handsome. There was an unbelievably handsome guy at Mio's house. With his cool smirking lips, I wouldn't be surprised if he's left a trail of dead bodies behind him. This guy has to be Mio's boyfriend, right? Why was I invited here? Nice to meet you. I'm Mio's subordinate. I'm definitely not a wolf in sheep's clothing or anything. Relax, I'm a welcoming wolf. Welcoming? Is that a new breed of wolf? I've never heard of that. More like a wolf that waits at home. Here, come on in. Huh? Wait a second.
Hey, stop it! You're scaring Takase, big bro.
Big bro? As I stepped inside, I expected to see a clean, perfectly swept room filled with Mio's scent, but...
Big bro, I told you not to make a mess because I was bringing Takase over, didn't I?
My bad, it just happened. It wasn't clean, and this is way beyond it just happened.
Sorry, Takase. It looks like that side has 0 damage, so could you sit and wait?
Don't worry about me. I don't mind a little mess at all. Meow. Mio said so. Let's talk over here, just the two of us. Alright. Saying that, he urged me onto the sofa. His name was Toya Washimiya, and he was 32 this year. By the way, he had just taken a brutal punch to the gut from Mio, who couldn't stand the mess, and had started cleaning it up efficiently, yet he still looked completely unfazed. It's not hard to imagine that he's a pretty tough guy. I've heard a little bit from Mio. Well, just the general idea. Is that so? I'm sorry. It's only natural you would be worried when such a pathetic guy is taking up your precious little sister's time. I don't think you're pathetic at all. Besides, don't you think being betrayed by your own family is something you can't endure with just a half-baked mindset? I guess you're right. I thought my heart had healed quite a bit since Mio started looking out for me. But sitting in front of Toya, someone else's older brother, I can feel the pain from my suppressed wounds throbbing all over again. As I was trying to figure out what to say, searching for the right words, Toya let out a soft, gentle smile. It must have been hard. I was worried about you this whole time. That's why I kept telling her to introduce me to you earlier. but she wouldn't listen, saying she wanted to cheer you up herself first, even though she listened to my other advice.
Other advice?
Oh, that. Mio looks like that, but she's actually a total beginner when it comes to romance. She was pretty awkward, right?
What? Well, I didn't think she had romantic feelings for me or anything, so... But I didn't think she was a bit clumsy.
See? That's why I gave her some advice. I told her to close the distance. Emotional distance is important, right? And I also told her that since she's older, she should take the lead and invite you out aggressively. Like, be bold.
Toya, I think that might have gotten completely twisted in translation.
Huh?
The physical closeness when we drank canned coffee side by side that day. The impulsive rather than aggressive invitations. It seems Mio acting so weird was entirely because of Toya's advice. But I see. I've also lived a life always getting advice from my older brother, so... For Mio, her older brother must be a huge presence in her life. I can't help but feel a little jealous. What I no longer have looks so bright to me that I almost want to look away. Just then.
What are you talking about? You can ask me for advice too, you know.
Huh?
Ryoma, you're a good guy. We just met, but I can tell. You're honest, straightforward, and so serious that you overthink things. Am I wrong? If you're lonely, I'll fill that void for you. I might not look it, but I'm pretty used to being a big brother, you know.
Maybe he had planned to tell me this from the very beginning. I feel tears welling up in my eyes. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Yeah, here, Ryoma, cheer up. Now, let's share a drink as brothers.
Big bro, what are you doing? I'm drinking with Takusei too.
Mio, good job cleaning up.
Yeah, anyway, what were you two talking about? Tell me.
No way. I specifically messed up that spot so Roma and I could have a secret talk alone.
What did you say? I thought it might be something like that. I won't let you get away with it.
Too bad for you. While you were dawdling around, I became Roma's big brother.
Then I'll be his big sister.
Isn't that a loss for you romantically? Though a bit bewildered by the two of them bickering, an overwhelming feeling of fun wheeled up inside me. The sibling dynamic I thought I never experienced again made my chest feel warm. Ever since then, interacting with the Washimiya siblings had become part of my everyday life. It looks like I'll find a nice new apartment, so my hotel life is finally coming to an end.
I see, that's great. Well, you could have just lived with me, you know?
If anyone, he should live with me.
By the way, Toya apparently has bases in both Tokyo and the countryside, working a very flexible lifestyle.
You look like you're doing well lately.
Thanks to you both. Really, thank you so much for everything.
I haven't done anything.
Even after we started interacting personally like this, she still never compromises at work. She doesn't go easy on me just because it's me. I find her ability to draw that line really attractive. Well, the moment we're off work, she instantly turns into a weirdly behaving beauty. There's a person buried here. Wait, is that you, Mio?
Big bro said, burying yourself brings luck and love.
Toya?
I didn't think she'd take it literally.
No, you totally knew she would, didn't you? Well, this is basically how it goes. The temperature difference from when she's at work is so extreme I feel like I'm gonna catch a cold. Even so, there's no doubt that the Washimiya siblings are the reason I can live so cheerfully like this. I wish I could repay them in some way. That being said, I still can't hide my agitation at Mio suddenly linking arms with me. Just as I was desperately trying to stay calm and keep my composure.
Ryoma! Ryoma, I finally found you! I'm sorry I couldn't come see you sooner.
Incredibly, the person running toward me was Yuka Kishida, who I broke up with almost 2 months ago. No, you don't need to apologize for that. I never wanted you to come see me anyway.
Don't say that! I wanted to see you this whole time.
She was supposed to go on a business trip for about a month right after we broke up. That's why I had planned to propose before her trip, and it makes sense why she's only ambushing me now.
When I got back from my trip, all your things were gone, and I couldn't reach you on the phone. I was so worried.
After everything that happened, why did you think I'd still be in that house? There's no way, right? No matter what, I absolutely do not want to marry, or even be with a woman who cheated on me with my own brother.
That wasn't what it looked like. I was waiting at home for you just like you asked, and he came over first. He's such a smooth talker, he just led me on. But you're the only one I really love, Ryoma. I just got sweet-talked. I'm sorry. I'll apologize as many times as it takes. Even an elementary schooler can apologize.
A sharp, dignified voice cut in. It brought back memories of the not-so-distant past, when I was told the exact same thing.
Who are you? Why do I have to be told that by some stranger who has nothing to do with this? I am Ryoma Takase's boss, his big sister, and his future wife.
Wife? Wait a second. I haven't heard about this. I loudly reacted in my own mind.
Wife? Did you not know? Ryoma had a bouquet of roses ready because he wanted to marry me. I properly dried them before I went on my trip, so I still have them right here, without losing their color.
So the reason I couldn't find them when I went to clear out the apartment was because Yuka took them.
You know, Ryoma, I was really so happy to get that bouquet. So, please use that bouquet and propose to me again. You really don't understand anything, do you? You seem to be claiming that it was just a single moment of weakness. But losing him over that single mistake is proof that what you had was real. Huh? It's the same in the business world. A single mistake can lead to losing a crucial client. That's because both sides are serious about their business. Because they trusted you, they can't forgive that mistake. Things like that happen all over the place in this world, not just in business. If you had been just a casual fling to Ryoma, maybe he would have forgiven you. But you weren't. Just as you say, he's the one you truly love. You were someone very important to him. His trust in you was so strong that it completely shattered from a single betrayal. So you need to realize that one foolish action can cause irreversible damage.
She might be clumsy at romance, but the moment she turns it into a business analogy, I have to hand it to Mio. Just like Mio said, I trusted you, and I really thought you were the only one I'd ever marry. But right now, I feel like you're the one person I could never marry.
No, wait, why?
I just can't handle it when I look at you anymore, to the point where all my happy memories of you have been completely overwritten. The image of you and my brother from that day just flashes in my mind and won't go away, so I can't even consider getting back together, let alone marriage. And with that, I simply told her that the apartment lease had 1 week left, and left the scene with Mio. Another 2 months passed, and it was August. The Obon season, when people return home, was fast approaching. Since that incident, I hadn't gone back to my family home where my brother was, but the time of year I usually visited had arrived.
Almost a bone, huh? He'll probably just make some convenient excuse about being busy with work and not come home.
My hometown, where the ocean breeze blows, is perfectly sunny today. My big brother, fully convinced that I'll never come back starting this year, is humming a tune in high spirits.
Are you Kuto Takase?
Yes, I am.
I'm sorry for calling out to you so suddenly. I'm glad I didn't have the wrong person.
Standing there was Toya Washimiya, who I knew well. It seemed my brother was meeting him for the first time.
And you are?
I apologize for the delayed introduction. Actually, I'm Ryoma Takase's older brother.
Excuse me?
Toya, who had been smiling warmly just a moment ago, suddenly changed his expression and looked at my brother with cold eyes.
No. What kind of crazy talk is that? I'm Ryoma's older brother. Who the hell are you?
You're his brother? Are you really? After making Ryoma so incredibly sad?
You... How much do you know? Did Ryoma tell you? No, that can't be it. Ryoma has always been the type to only ever confide in me.
Oh my, for an elite of a local company like you to speak to a stranger like that upon first meeting them?
Toya repeatedly made remarks designed to grate on his nerves. He was likely doing it on purpose to draw out my brother's true nature, and my brother fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
As someone who chose a stable career, I don't give a damn what some nobody like you thinks of me. Same goes for Ryoma. He always just followed behind me and lived exactly how he wanted. Unlike me, the eldest son, who chose a stable job to stay close to her parents. That's why I always resented him. I've lived my whole life wanting to hurt him. But you know what? Even so, I'm still his brother, not you. I have no idea what you see in such a pathetic guy, but too bad for you.
My brother chuckled, telling him not to underestimate blood ties, but Toya just wore a cool smirk, completely unfazed.
I see. So you basically had an inferiority complex towards Roma, who was living freely and shining bright.
What?
That reaction means I hit the nail on the head, and you're making one massive misunderstanding. It's true that blood ties in history aren't something to take lightly. That's why family relationships are so hard to sever.
Right. Even if brothers fight, they go back to normal a few days later. That's what brothers...
That's just a fight where emotions clash. Your case is different. Far from being a role model as an older brother, you stole your little brother's girlfriend. And to top it off, you even verbalized that you always despised him, right? That's not a sibling fight. You acted with the intent of destroying your brother's happiness. You completely rejected the very concept of your brotherhood. You're an absolute disgrace of a brother. To have such a good little brother, yet become so twisted.
Toya.
Ryoma, why are you here?
I just came back for Obon with Toya.
I told you not to come out, Ryoma.
That's right, this is my hometown, and it's also near where Toya spends his time in the countryside. Ever since I told him about the situation, Toya had been investigating my brother. We bumped into my brother by chance, and Toya told me to wait far away, but I just couldn't help but show myself. Thank you, Toya, but I really felt like there was something I needed to say myself. Unlike with Yuka, I was so grateful to you that it wouldn't have been broken after just one mistake. But it didn't work. I thought and thought and thought about why, and I finally figured it out the other day.
Figured out what?
When you said you always despised me, our entire history together instantly turned into a lie in my mind. That's why it was so unbearably painful. I finally understand.
Wait up, Kuto.
Ever since I was a kid, I was always chasing her back. As long as I did that, everything always worked out. It made me so happy when you'd stop, look back, and say, "You'll trip if you rush like that." But now, even remembering those precious memories is painful. So, I won't rely on you anymore. I'm done respecting you as my brother. Thank you for everything up until now. Together with Toya, who insists on being my brother instead, I went straight to see my parents. After that, having returned early from my Obon trip, I brought Toya to my childhood home. My parents knew I was living with my girlfriend, but I haven't told them about the incident yet, so they were shocked.
Kudo, what is wrong with you? To think you hurt Ryoma like that.
We don't recall ever asking you to stay in this house. To selfishly treat Ryoma like an enemy despite it being your own choice. How dare you?
It seems my parents also thought we were close. My brother must have been really good at wearing a mask all this time. After being found out by her parents, my brother apparently left the house shortly after. However...
Damn it! Who has the energy to cook their own food after work? Why did things end up like this?
Having lived at home his whole life, my brother is struggling with living alone for the first time. He's been forced to realize just how much he relied on our parents. And my ex-girlfriend, Yuka Kishida, was also forced to move out of the apartment we shared, but...
Hey, can I crash at your place again today? My parents' house is so far away. Is that okay?
Unable to bear the loneliness of losing me, and refusing to look for a new place, she wanders from friend's house to friend's house carrying dried flowers. Rumors spread among her former classmates, and one by one, the people she could rely on disappeared. 2 years have passed since then. As for me, I built up a track record at work and was promoted to a consultant last year.
Takase, finish this by the end of today.
Yes, ma'am! Mio became my direct supervisor, and I've been dedicating myself to work every day under her uncompromising guidance. And as for my private life, I married Mio after 2 years of dating. Today is her wedding day. It's not like I don't feel anything about my brother not being here, but even so, I'm happy.
I love your smiling face. Even after we're married, that won't change.
I love your dignified strictness, and your slightly weird side too, Mio. Actually, it seems Mio had been captivated by my smile ever since I joined the company. So when she confessed that she immediately noticed when something was wrong with me and couldn't leave me alone, I was quite surprised.
Now I'm officially your brother-in-law. I'm so glad my wish came true.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But brother-in-law.
Realma.
There are all sorts of sibling dynamics. Maybe there are no rules about how older or younger brothers should be. Still, for better or worse, there has always been a brother figure in my life, and that's why I am who I am today. I've returned to a miraculous world where I have a brother again. And here, I will live happily every day with the person I cherish most.
Aw, I don't know why I always love the sibling episodes. They make me happy. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode as well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!